What's up guys, Mavry here of Musings of Mavry, and today we're going to be watching Kaguya-sama episode 10. So, last episode, we left on a sort of misunderstanding where Depressed crawled into bed with Kaguya, although he didn't really do anything, but then he shouldn't have done that anyways, and now things are going to get a little awkward. At least, well, I don't know if it's going to carry over to this episode or not. Maybe it's just going to reset and they reconciled off screen, right? But anyways, that was, a classic misunderstanding story, but funny nonetheless. Now, I've also heard that these last few episodes, we have 3 episodes left, including this episode, are going to be pretty continuous, right? I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be one big arc split across 3 different episodes, or it just means that they're not going to skip any chapters of development from the manga adaptation. With this adaptation from the manga. So that we shall see. In other news, I've been reading, I mentioned this before, but the cast of Kaguya-sama has been each having an interview with Animate Times, which is a publication in Japan. And these few weeks, it's been Suzuki-san's turn, who voices Ishigami, as well as, I believe she's called Yumirin. Yeah, Yumirin's turn, who voices Hayasaka. So, most of it is not that interesting or relevant to the anime, but I thought one thing that was interesting about Suzuki-san in regards to Ishigami was that he said he recorded Ishigami's lines while slouched, to give off more of a negative feeling when he's recording the lines. So I found that pretty interesting. And also he mentioned that one important detail to look at is every time Ishigami leaves the student council room, he's always going to be muttering something that is, I guess you can't really say important, but I guess it's a charming point that he has. So let's be sure to watch out for that. And in Hayasaka's case, Yumirin said that, well, what is it? Because, Hayasaka is a person who is always putting on this facade, right? She's this expressionless person in front of Kaguya. Maybe she has another side to her, well, in front of her friends or in school. But apparently, within these last few episodes, we're going to actually see the real Hayasaka come out, as well as maybe some more of her cute side as well. Not the Garu type of cute, but actual cute as in cute girl. So that's something to watch out for as well. And speaking of which, let's just get into the episode and see what is in store for us. Okay, so let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Shuraba? In rom-coms, it's usually used when two or more girls like the same guy. Okay, I guess they're going with the more literal translation. Alright, let me skip this real quick and I'll get back to that point. Okay, as I said, shuraba normally in rom-com settings is used in harem works, where 2 or more girls are fighting over the same guy. Oh, so it is a carryover from last episode. Okay. Oh. This is the first time I've seen Prez actually angry. Cake incident? What? Why do I get the feeling that maybe the entire sleeping incident is going to take a backseat to this one? Okay, so they're going to argue over. Really? They've been arguing for 5 minutes? 20 minutes? Really? Wow. Yeah. You should probably just, you know, get out. Oh. I'm just gonna just directly eat the cake. Oh. Original Kaguya. Oh. What? Oh my god. This music again. Oh. So within 1 year she changed to this. It's just a freaking... These two are too cute. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is just so ridiculous. Have you ever seen such a cute argument? How are you going to eat at this? Chika's gonna come in and ruin everything, isn't she? Yep. Okay, this is one time I think Chika, bad on you. Oh, really? Kaguya's asking for advice? Isn't that kind of out of her character, though? Yeah, seriously, you're asking Ishigami? Uh. Why isn't he asking the boyfriend, though? I mean, the press. Um. Oh, she knows. Man, Ishigami's rants. Mhm.
ですか、女って。男が女の全てを理解しようとするのがそもそも傲慢なのかもしれません。結局、ほとぼりが冷めるのを待った方がいいんですよ。男側にやましいことがないなら、別に謝る必要もないですって。やましいことか。
But he still should feel a little bit guilty. Like I said, even though he's not to blame. Hmm.
篠宮、お前に言わなきゃならないことがある。
何ですか？
俺は篠宮に指一本触れてないと言った。が、本当は指一本だけ触れた。
And that's going to be the way to reconcile.
触れたんですか？
唇。こう、人差し指でツンと。いや、なんか変な意味があったんじゃなくて、いたずらというか。
会長、お返しです。
Aw, that's nice.
私たち、明日からはいつも通りですよね。
These two. Oh my goodness. Both won? Alright. Wait, why is that girl there? Oh, summer vacation time. Alright.
篠宮はなんか予定立ててたりするのか。
少し買い物に行くくらいですかね。会長はバイト三昧ですか？
いや、思ったより。
Oh, are they going to go like on a trip together?
なんかしたいよな。
なんかしたいですね。ねえ、藤原さん。
Hmm?
夏休みの予定。
Oh, yeah, that one.
一度は論じられたものの結局ペンディングになっていた旅行問題。これが立ち消えか実行か、その判断が今この瞬間にかかっていた。夏休みに数多く行われるイベント、それを男女混合のグループで行えるかどうかはスタートダッシュに全てがかかっている。最初に男女で出かけることで次はどこ行く、行くならまたみんなでと
This announcer.
スタートダッシュに失敗すれば男女混合の心理的ハードルは上がり、男子は男子の、女子は女子のグループで夏休みを過ごすこととなる。これに失敗すれば灰色の夏休み。ないないないないないないないないない。
What?
現実、それが現実なのである。
篠宮と旅行、そんなもの行きたいに決まっている。だがもしここで俺が旅行の話を切り出そうものなら。
あら会長、そんな前の話をほじくり返すのですか？あれはその場限りの話題というか、流れでの話じゃないですか。もしかして本当に行けるのか、期待に胸膨らませていたんですか？おかわいい子。
なるちゃん、旅行の話はお前が言い出したことだろう。何のんきに待ってるんだよ。藤原書記、やっぱり夏はパーッと羽を広げたいもんだよな。
そうですね。やっぱり夏は普段できないことをしたいですものね。旅行とか最高です。
それ
Oh.
旅行な。やっぱ都会の喧騒から解放される時間ってのは必要だよな。俺はいける。
Hawaii?
さすがだてめえ。前にみんなで旅行行きたいとかほざいてたのお前だろうが。何先陣切ってハワイアン決め込んでんだ。篠宮、これお前のなんかだろ。どうにかしろよ。
そうですね。旅行、良いですね。
かぐやも夏休みスタートダッシュの重要性は 理解している。だが、かぐやと藤原の付き合いは長く、藤原が思い通りに動くなど、まずないことも理解している。
Oh, so she wants.
祈りを込めた無の心。
呼吸
ダメだ。篠宮に覇気を一切感じない。まあ、藤原初期が旅行というなら仕方ない。みんなで旅行とか、そもそもハードルが高い話だしな。せめてあれだ。日帰りでどこか遊びに行くくらいは。
You know, you can just say that as a prez.
つまり藤原さんではなく私と遊びたいということですか？あらまあ。
I mean, it's not like Chika's gonna be gone for the entire summer vacation.
藤原初期がいなくては話が進まない。旅行から帰ってくる1週間後で何かできないか。
Yeah.
海外もいいが、やっぱり国内もいいよな。夏はいろいろイベントも多いし。
何言ってるんですか？
え？
受験は2年の夏が天王山ですよ。
Really?
くせにそれ言うか。
だからこそ遊びと勉学のメリットをつけるんです。
畜生正論だ。
会長、いけません。藤原さんをコントロールしようとしているんです。こういう時は美味しいもののことを考えるんですよ。
Kaguya's character is like completely getting.
どのパターンで攻めてもあれになる。もうどうしようもないのか。でも一度くらいは何か。
Oh, sudden ally.
会長は2年。来年は受験勉強でそれどころじゃないのかもしれない。会長とゆっくり遊べるのは今年だけかもしれない。
Dang.
石神。
An ally from an unlikely position.
そうだよな。別に女と遊ぶだけが夏じゃない。男友達とバカやる。そういう夏もありだよな。行こうぜ石神。夏の終わりには大きな祭りがある。たこ焼きくらいならおごってやる。
夏祭り。いいですよね。綿あめ、射的、打ち上げ花火。花火？会長と花火？
祭りは8月24日だったな。スケジュールを開けておこう。
そうですね。私も。ダメです。そのあたりトマト。
Wait, weren't you going to study?
無の心、崩壊。
まさか行っちゃうんですか？まあ、私だけのけ者にしてみんなで夏祭りとか。
Well, you're the one on the trip, girl. Okay.
藤原先輩もトマト祭りじゃないですか。
Thank you. A voice of reason. No, you did good this time, Ishigami. I'm with you, dude.
いや石神。
今日は正しいです。
Yeah.
本日の勝敗、藤原以外勝利。
じゃあ当日10
Huh.
日な。
I wonder if Chika's going to like cancel her trip at the last second to go with them.
突入。
Oh? Wait. Yeah, I patted. I was like, that is not her chest size. Alright, I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty, that was a great and funny episode. I especially love how even throughout their conflicts, their actual fighting, you know, not just battle of wits, but actually mad at each other in a way and fighting, they still fight in a very wholesome and adorable way, right? Even like trying to be overtly polite with each other, or trying to berate the other by bringing up some of their past or whatnot. That is actually in turn really shows the level that they care for each other. And it was also kind of fun to see how Kaguya, both in her demeanor and whatnot, changed throughout the course of 1 year. it actually, it's. I'm actually quite curious whether the author is going to go back, or whether he has or has not ever described the past year between Kaguya and the press within the works, because that seems to be, that in itself, how the whole idea of how Kaguya, came out of her shell and became how she is now, and how they both fell in love with each other. I feel like that could be an entire series on its own. In fact, I think a lot of rom-coms would have started out with that kind of premise and then evolved to what we are today. So that I'm just quite curious about that part. Also, in regards to the entire conflict, I'm gonna have to say that Shirogane is in the wrong here, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was dragged into bed and whatnot, but still, you could have left at any time, right? And especially if, even if you want to stay by her side, you could have crawled out and then stayed by her bedside or whatnot. So, good on Shirogane to own it up, man up, and both. I don't know where I'm going this, but anyways, I do believe that Kaguya has the right to feel flustered in this situation, and definitely, even though the entire premise of her being angry is something different entirely, Shirogane was in the wrong. So Ishigami, I can get why you would feel annoyed. I mean, I totally get that, but let's just say that you could say it's sexist, but there are just some things that are more more sensitive for girls in general. So that's that part. Beyond that, oh, and one thing that I did find kind of curious was at the very end where this girl was hiding behind a wall and listening in. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's the same girl that's been spying on the boyfriend-girlfriend couple, right? Of which Kaguya actually went to ask advice from. So, typically, from what I've observed up to now, the anime, or this series in general, does not show a character just purely for showing. It's always some sort of foreshadowing to a future episode. And especially in this one, where they've essentially, both Kaguya and the Prez have been going out and discussing their problems with other people, I think it kind of brings back to what I said before, where it might get into a situation where everybody basically knows that they're in love with each other, and they themselves are the only ones who don't know. And potentially that girl that hid behind a wall is also going to be a catalyst for one of the future scenarios. And that's what I'm guessing, anyways. And then also the third mini episode. Oh, I went back and looked at the wall of text, and the narrative always saying 9999. So I think I went back and I got that part. So basically, it's saying all of the different activities that you can have during summer vacation between boys and girls. A lot of beta or cliche things, such as carrying the girl when her slipper broke, or doing CPR, doing beach volleyballs, doing barbecues, and so on and so forth. Like, if you've watched a rom-com before, you should pretty much know all of these situations. So yeah, that was that part. And I gotta say, this episode might be the first one where I was legitimately annoyed by Chika. Both in the part where she barged in and stopped Kaguya and the Prez from feeding each other, and also this in the last mini episode where she was trying to guilt the rest of the student council members into not going to the summer festival because she couldn't be there. I actually have friends that are exactly like this. Like, they'll try to guilt trip you into not going simply because their schedule couldn't make it. At the same time, I could understand if they're just planning a trip and it's a trip that schedule can be moved. Like, say for instance, they're planning a trip to an amusement park or a theme park or something, right? It doesn't have to be on that date. I think it would be pretty. In this case, you should be considerate of your other friends and move the date, right? But in this case, summer festival, it's only that one day. Chika, come on, girl. So Ishigami was entirely in the right in this episode, and I kind of get why some of you guys are saying that Ishigami essentially acts as check and balance to Chika, because otherwise Chika can just, run over all the rest of them. So definitely seeing a little bit of that in this episode. So guys, don't be that friend, okay? Don't be that friend. Although, like I said, I kind of have this feeling that in the end, Chika is going to appear with them during the summer festival anyways. I know it's just a hunch, but my spidey senses are tingling that she's going to make a return and probably not go on her trip. And speaking of the summer festival, well, it's like I said, it's cliche, right? But honestly, there's so much stuff to do in there, and there is a good reason why it's a staple of every single rom-com, and maybe doesn't even need to be rom-coms. Any long-going series would have one of these kinds of events. Of course, at the end of the day, you're always going to have the fireworks, the hanabi, and I don't know, I guess some progress between two characters' relationships. So I'm looking forward to that. So, great episode. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any other comments. And yeah, it was a blast. So I guess I'll see you guys next time in episode 11. Until then, stay tuned. Bye bye.